Okay, so what if I told you there's a single universal moral code that's meant for every single person on Earth? Today, we're going to dive into an ancient story that lays out exactly that.
I mean, think about it. Our world feels so divided sometimes, right? But what if there was a simple, foundational set of rules that pretty much everyone could agree on? Well, according to the ancient texts of the Torah, a code like that already exists.
So, where does this idea even come from? It all goes back to the story of the Great Deluge, the massive flood that basically hit the reset button on the world. The only folks who made it through were Noah, his family, and all the animals they had on the ark. This wasn't just some ending, it was a brand new beginning for all of us. So you've got this timeline, right? Let's break it down. First, the flood happens, cleansing the earth. Then, Noah and his family are saved on the ark. But here's the most important part. After all that chaos, God makes a new covenant, a sacred promise. And it's not just with Noah, it's with all of his descendants. And that right there is the whole point. The idea is that all of humanity, every single one of us, is descended from Noah and his family. So this covenant, it's not just for one group of people, it's for absolutely everyone. So what is this covenant? What are we talking about here? Well, it's a set of 7 core rules, a moral foundation for all of humanity. And these are what are known as the 7 Noachide Laws. Okay, so here they are, the big 7. They cover our relationship with God, pretty straightforward. Don't deny or blaspheme him. They cover how we treat each other. Don't murder, don't steal, don't engage in forbidden relationships. They even touch on our relationship with nature, which is fascinating. Don't eat from a live animal. It's a fundamental rule against cruelty, setting a basic level of compassion. And then there's the last one, which is a call to action. Establish courts of justice. Now, it's easy to look at a list of rules and think, okay, fine. But these aren't just random, arbitrary commandments. Every single one is tied to a deeper philosophy about how we relate to our Creator and, just as importantly, to each other. Let's take the rule against murder, for example. The thinking behind it is pretty profound. The idea is that life is a gift from God. So if you murder someone, it's not just a crime against that person, it's a direct act of dishonor against the Creator who gave that life. So the rule isn't just a don't, it's a do. Do show reverence. And you see the same idea pop up with the other laws too. Take, do not steal. The rule is simple, sure, but the goal behind it is massive. When we respect what belongs to other people, we're laying the bricks for trust. And a society that's built on trust, that's a society that is fundamentally more peaceful. All right, I know what you might be thinking. This is an ancient story. We're talking thousands of years old. So why on earth should this matter to us now, in our complex modern world? Well, the claim being made here is, it's a big one. It's the idea that these 7 basic, seemingly simple laws could actually be the solution to so many of our modern problems. That if everyone just chose to live by these core principles, all the division and conflict we see, it could be seriously reduced, maybe even wiped out. So when you boil it all down, this isn't meant to be some complicated theological puzzle. It's presented as a really simple, practical code of conduct. You could almost call it the most direct and efficient path for humanity to show 2 basic things: love for our Creator and love for each other. And you can kind of see how it all snowballs, right? If you follow these laws, you're acting righteously. That righteousness builds trust. Trust creates a more peaceful society, which in turn reduces division. It all just flows from this simple blueprint for showing love to God and to one another. But a blueprint is just paper without builders. And that's where that final law comes in, and it's the real kicker. It's not just a suggestion, it's a collective responsibility. It's basically saying, hey, don't just follow these rules yourselves. Get together and build a society where justice actually happens, where this covenant is held up by everyone. It's the engine that makes the whole thing work. Which leaves us with this really powerful question to chew on. As we're all looking for answers to the world's biggest challenges, division, conflict, mistrust, is it possible that a solution has been hiding in plain sight in one of our oldest stories? Could this simple ancient covenant actually be a path toward a better future? It's definitely something to think about.